U.S. negotiating with Iran on existing preconditions is counterproductive in meeting the ends of diplomacy. This is because preconditions are requirements or qualifications that one party must acquire before the other party grants the dialogue. Hence, preconditions, setting preconditions, potentially, which party is in power and which party is in subordinate. In the context of international peace negotiations, preconditions set barriers to skillful diplomacy. Skillful diplomacy, primarily grounded on bipartisan cooperation and international alliances, can help not deter the aims of strengthening national security and tying up commitments on both parties. The idea behind the use of preconditions is that the United States acts as superpower. The expert theory states that this superior status increases their stability and protects national interests. But looking on the other side of the goal, getting many preconditions before one engagement in talks does not instill at any level sincerity and good faith on the other part of the country. For too long, the U.S. administration lectured the Iranian leadership on what they had to do before one could directly talk to them. This policy is counterproductive. A unique example of this is the existence of preconditions. Without the existence of preconditions, is Governor Bill Richardson, Secretary of Energy and Protection Envoy to North Korea, when he was actually achieved his major goal to bring home their base of American servicemen, using the Korean War, and to facilitate international efforts to persuade North Korean government to roll back its nuclear weapons program. He was able to pull off both things, fully demonstrating fierce determination, credible power, and clarity of purpose. It goes to show that negotiating with Iran with preconditions would hinder diplomacy even more, and thus divert the media